Marines currently engaged with a force of word-bearers below.
Have they detected us?
Negative. Do you take me for some half-augmented engine seer?
The Inquisitor meant no insult, Dominus. We will locate and destroy the seeds and leave the rest otherwise.
Okay, so here I'm basically gonna record my voice after the game because I didn't think of recording it while playing. I didn't plan everything here, so right now I'm watching my video live and commenting on it. This is how I go. So I'm almost 8,000 days in the campaign right now, and this is on legendary difficulty, and this is basically a flawless mission in one turn, and I have a librarian, purifier, justicar, and paladin. All of them won at least 4 tournaments, and every time they win a tournament they get a new talent. Most of them, but my purifier, have a base talent. The first talent they got, not from the tournament, but the talent they have right off the bat is deathless, so they don't die. I killed each and every single one of them, well, not for the purifier, but 5 times to get skills, not talents. So they have 5 skills, not the purifier, but they have 5 skills, 5 deaths. I mean, not 5 deaths, but they have, I forgot how it's called in English. When you don't die, they still have all of their resilience. Yeah, that's the thing. They have, all of them have 5 resilience, all of them. But the thing is, I also killed my Dreadnought, because when you kill Dreadnought, you have to replace him. You have to replace the knight that is inside the Dreadnought, and of course you get an extra talent, or just a talent. I don't remember if the Dreadnought has a talent right off the bat. I think it is able to. No, I don't think it has a talent right off the bat. You have to kill him once, at least once, to get a single talent on the Dreadnought. And basically, I have an extra ammo on my Dreadnought, and it's very, very useful, especially when it comes to the missile launcher and my pretty much every single weapons that use a ammunition. So I've been playing this game for a very long time now, but it doesn't take too much time to get new talents. The thing here is, for example, I'm doing this with my purifier because every single time I use warp surge, not warp surge, force strike, Aegis shield. Every time I use those, I get extra damage. I don't know why the shield gives you extra damage, but it does, and it does it up to 3 times per turn. And since I have already did it, a bunch of times, I do an extra 6 damage with all of my attacks using the purifier. Yeah, so my Dreadnought has extra ammo, my Librarian has extra focus, extra willpower a lot, and my Justicar and my Paladin are equipped with a Psy Cannon, and I mean, it sounds crazy, but the Purgator doesn't have too much crit chance when it comes to the Psy Cannon. The unit that has the most chance of crit with a Psy Cannon is the Paladin. So it has a 15% increase in crit chance when it comes to Psy Cannon. So naturally, I focus my Paladin on having a crit chance. And same thing with my Justicar. Justicar has a 10% crit chance. So with the right talents and the right skills, you can increase the crit chance of your Paladin and Justicar by a lot. And right now, I've reached a point where my Justicar has a 105% chance of crit with the Psy Cannon, and my Paladin has a 95% chance of crit. My Paladin won at least 10 tournaments, and his entire skill is full. You cannot get more than 5 skills for your units. So I killed him 5 times, and since I have Deathless, I didn't lose any resilience, and that's how it goes. And after almost 8,000 days, it stacks up a lot. Like, it doesn't stop. You can get infinite amount of talents, basically. And you got like 10 of them. Yeah, so a lot of those are additional damage when it comes to crit, and some of them are the chosen. I think it's the chosen one or something like this, and it basically allows you to enhance your skills. So I got 5 skills, and they're all enhanced. So that is crazy. Same thing with my purifier. My purifier has. I didn't put any skill on my purifier because when I received that one, I didn't get any deathless. And when it comes to purifier, paladin, etc., like every top tier units, basically, you don't get to choose them. You know, it doesn't. Like, it's completely random, and you gotta have them after a mission. So I really wanted my purifier, and I didn't wait for deathless. So my purifier doesn't have deathless, so I didn't bother killing him because I didn't want to lose any resilience at all. So the only thing I got from my purifier is talents, and he won 3 tournaments, I believe, if I remember. No, 4 tournaments. He has an extra 3 extra grenades and 5 plus 5 range for my grenades. So he does a lot of damage, and the purifier has abilities that allow him to get extra damage when it comes to grenades. He carries extra grenades, does extra damage. It is insane. And armed with the ability of, you know, getting more damage, well, grenades do a lot of damage. So right now I'm carrying 14 grenades on my purifier. 7 are normal grenades, and the 7 others are armor break. So it's very useful. Right off the bat, you launch 2 grenades, and you can decimate an entire group of enemies. So you can see here that I'm gonna use my paladin and his ability that now is basically it's 100% chance of crit. First I use my Justicar to get back some willpower, even though I never run out of willpower in normal missions. And here you can see that even legendary, my paladin reached a point in which he one-shots Terminators. I believe he does 28 or 30 damage. 8 from I think it's 28. I think it does 28 damage. I don't remember correctly. I think it's 28 or 30 damage. 20 damage for sure is critical hit, and 8 damage is from the base damage. Like right off the bat, you do 8 damage with this Psy Cannon. And after a tournament, you also got an extra ammo. So this Psy Cannon, this Psy Cannon has only 1 ammunition, but one of the ability of the Paladin is to get 1 more ammo. And after a tournament, he also got a talent that allows him to get more ammunition. So instead of having 1 ammunition on this weapon here, on this Psy Cannon, one Paladin, I have actually 3. And yeah, it's very effective. I'm not trying to finish the game because I really want to create the most overpowered team ever put into Warhammer 40k at this point. This is when I discovered this. It was a few months back, but yeah, you can stack up talents, and that is insane. That is really incredible. Even my apothecary has an extra server skull, 3 extra server skull after winning 3 tournaments or 4. So yeah, you can stack up even the same talents. You can stack up the same talents. So Chosen One sadly doesn't apply. Like if you have the Chosen One, which increases your skills, which you get after dying. Well, the Chosen One doesn't increase your skills again. So even if you stack up 5 Chosen One talents, it applies only once. You don't get more out of your skills. So it's just once for the Chosen One talent. It's very useful if you have skills again, but it doesn't stack up. That would have been absolutely insane. There was a glitch back then that you could basically see one shot. That's it. That's simple as that. It's as simple as that. Yeah, this guy deals 4 damage plus 15 critical damage. And in most cases, he's able to actually one-shot enemies. There was a glitch back then. You could basically wait on top of the warp rift, and sometimes, if you got lucky, enemies would not spawn at all. But they patched it, and it's very, very difficult for enemies to not spawn. Like they have to at some point. The Dreadnought is not very useful. I've reached a point in which it has become a burden. I'm using it right now, but it's really not useful at all. It was when I started playing with the Dreadnought. It was when I was only a few thousand days in the campaign, and I didn't have my entire team. I didn't have all the talents I required. I wanted. So it was very useful, especially at killing enemies from afar. One of the amazing abilities that the Librarian has is to decrease the warp surge, and that is insane. That is very good.
I sense the enemy converging.
And now, I know some people say that it's very unfortunate to use stratagems, but what I usually do when it comes to missions, regular missions, not for bosses, but what I usually do is I don't use my stratagems at all, and I wait until the very last units to show up, and then I do what I'm about to do right now. So I don't use my stratagems at all during the entire mission, except at the end, basically. And here's what I do. It's just to get more time, because I could run all the way, the entire mission, without using stratagems, but at the very end, it's just more effective. It's the last wave, no one will show up anymore, and it's just faster. You deal with enemies faster, and it's done faster, because what I want to do is stack up talents. So I'm not wasting time. I'm not wasting too much time. And this is why I say that in some cases, especially now, in a lot of cases actually, the Dreadnought has become a burden. Because he's not able to teleport with my team. He's not able to... And see what I'm doing here? I could have just force strike this unit over here with my Justicar. And I'm using the Dreadnought because I can. It's not very useful. The Justicar has Endbringer, I believe it's called Endbringer. It's able to stun enemies when you force strike very effectively. So now I wanted to teleport my team, but I'm basically gonna waste time because it's not. I'm not gonna waste a lot of time. But here is what I wanted to do. I wanted to use my teleport ability with my librarian to get this guy. This is the only reason to why I teleport a team using a stratagem right there. It's very useful to, you know, just to win some time. I have way too much action points at the end here. See, I don't need the Dreadnought anymore. It's not as good as my Knights. It's not able to get any more action points. A little bit glitched there, but it's not able to get any action points. And it's not able to teleport, and that is unfortunate. So here, you know, everyone's stunned. Game's over basically, and it allows you to just end the match a little bit faster and get, you know, stuff around the map that you didn't previously found. Alright, so here, yeah, that's the last guy. So yeah, I don't want to... I mean, yeah, this stratagem is great. You know, it lasts 3 turns, so it's really good. I don't even need it. I don't even use most of my stratagem. And sometimes enemies for the last round are they're like sticking together for some reasons, and that allows me to just throw grenades at them and end the turn in 2 action points. Or 3. Yeah, that's how it goes most of the missions now. If I really want to be effective and fast, I take my purifier with the 14 grenades, and it's really fast. It's really fast. But if I want to have some fun, you know, I like having the ability to have different builds. Like I enjoy this game a lot, and there are multiple ways that you can actually exterminate the entire enemy team, the entire enemies. So I just use... Depending on what I want, I use a stun build, rage build, grenade build, purifier build, because those guys can stack up damage a lot. Yeah, see, 3 extra grenades and extra range. As you can see, deals 12 damage, but you can add 6. See, and this is how many talents my paladin got, actually. Yeah, I do 28 damage and 95% chance of crit. So it's pretty much 100%, because most enemies, most of them, have 5, 10, 15, 25% chance of crit. Like, just the enemy itself has crit chance on it. And most of the time it's between 5 and 25. There's 2 enemies that have 0 chance of crit. And it's that yellow demon thing and the Terminator with the shield. So it's in legendary. I'm at day 7,942, and yeah, that's how it goes. I want to create the most overpowered team ever, being able to switch between builds, and yeah, one-shotting bosses, not having too much difficulty. It's I don't have any difficulties at all, but it's the variety, the differences between the knights I appreciate the most. Because I could, just use just the cause and paladins, or just a team of interceptors and stack up damage on them. But I like having the ability to switch between builds again. So that's how it goes. I'll go into more details in the next video. I'll comment on the next Bloom Surge later, live, I mean, so that I could actually explain everything while I'm doing it, because I just didn't think about it. Even my Purgator has 95% chance of crit. And he is deathless, so I could stack up skills without losing any resilience. So most of the time, I really want to say all the time, I rarely in a week get a single non-crit hit on the enemy. At 95% chance of crit, you're it's really all the time, basically. All right, see you soon for the next video. Bye.